I think it says a lot about where Australian rugby's at the moment as well. That confidence maybe isn't quite there given everything that's happening back here, and I think they've only won 3 games of 32 against overseas teams.
Yeah, I think it's difficult to judge the Australian teams. You know, I'm always scared for that. If you look at the Brumbies, I think 7 bonus points. So that means they had to be very close in a lot of the games. You know, so the Waratahs were close in a lot of games. You know, Michael Cheika made a comment where he still believes if you put the best team out there, they will be competitive. So I still believe that there's a lot of quality in Australian rugby and players, and I don't think one must read too much in. I mean, obviously, as Super Rugby franchises, there's always challenges. You know, same for South Africa now. Is it viable to have 5 teams, 6 teams, or I don't know. You know, I don't want to get into that debate because there is somebody that's going to get hurt the moment you take away a team, and for us as coaches, we want the opportunity to coach. So obviously, if there's more teams, the more opportunity there is. But you know, for me to comment on Australian rugby is a very dangerous ground because I don't know what club systems they got, what school systems they got, and what's the growth coming from underneath. But there's still, if you look at Super Rugby and you go into positions, there's a lot of quality players that you can still choose a competitive side.
The game in Australia right now is pretty ugly with lawsuits being threatened from force and the rebels. What's the mood like in South Africa? Obviously you guys are going to be safe, but how is the mood over there with rugby?
Well, we hope we're safe because, I mean, there was an article that not we even safe. You know, it's a debate we not really talk about. You know, it's a boardroom decision. It's somebody has to go according to what the media, you know, say. There was a decision. It's going back to 15. That speculation of who the 2 teams going to be, but I doubt it if that also will just go, you know, by falling over. I think everybody is going to fight to see who it can be. But what the one thing I know is that as South African Rugby had a criteria set up. They had a board meeting and the guys agreed on a certain criteria. It starts with your finance. It starts with your stadium, your inside of the stadium, your spectators, etc. So what that criteria is, I'm not sure, but obviously the teams will be judged by that criteria, and then somewhere the decision must be made. And again, you know, will that teams just accept it? I don't know.
What about amongst the players? You have a lot of friends in South African rugby. Is there uncertainty about their futures?
It is difficult. We've been in the same situation, so definitely got a lot of empathy. And as Coach mentioned, you know, for us as players, we know someone is going to miss out, and that's never nice. We've been in that situation, and look, we do know a lot of guys at different unions, and there is uncertainty. But for us, we need to focus on performing. You can only control the controllables, and we can control our performance, and so we've just focus on that, you know, and performing on the weekend. That's really important for us.